Hey, what's up folks? This is Gray here, and on today's video we're going to finally harvest the sweet potatoes. For some of you folks that may be coming across this video initially versus watching where we started at, I'll put the link here to the first video. And I think if you follow that video, I think there's been several videos in regards to the whole process. Basically what I've done is I took 4 slips, stuck them straight into dirt in a 50-gallon grow bag, and roughly some people wait 90 to 120 days to do their harvest. It's been roughly that time already. So we're going to go ahead and do that harvest today and see how many sweet potatoes we got off 4 slips in a 50-gallon grow bag. Also, big shout out to Boots and Bounty Homestead. Thank you for the shirt. The wife loves her shirt as well, so I truly appreciate that, guys. Thank you for sending them to us. All right, so let's go ahead and get into this video. Alright folks, so here's our 50-gallon grow bag right here that I got set up here, and a lot of you guys folks know that we had a lot of storm damage from the hurricane slash tropical storm in my area. We got the garden somewhat put together, but we got a lot of things that were moving. I'll go into that at a later date. We'll focus on the sweet potatoes today. But I untangled all the slips here. As you can see, some of these slips are extremely long, almost up to about 20 feet. And what I'm going to do with these slips is, as soon as we're done cutting these and harvesting this, we're going to take some slips and we're going to start over again to continue the cycle of sweet potatoes. Now what you can do here, you can kind of gauge basically how many sweet potatoes we get out of this here in Florida in zone 9B, and kind of gauge how many sweet potatoes does your family consume. So if you need to get, like, let's say 2 50-gallon grow bags versus 1 or 3 or 4, kind of gives you an idea, or maybe get a 100-gallon grow bag. Basically, it's going to be really easy. I'm going to take this grow bag here after I snip all this here, and then we're going to dump it on this tarp right here, and we'll dig out our sweet potatoes, and then I'll have a scale that I'll show you guys that's over there, over yonder, over there, and we'll weigh how many pounds of sweet potato we get out of this 50-gallon grow bag. Alright, so now that we got that part of it done, this is what we got out of the 50-gallon grow bag. Now we got some very tiny ones, as you can see there, about the size of my hand there, or not the size of my hand, but, you know, very small little sweet potato. And then of course you've gotten some of these, see if I can move this around, these monster size sweet potatoes, which are just absolutely massive. So some small, medium, and large sweet potatoes out. So we're going to go ahead and go over to the scale, the kitchen scale, and weigh these out and see what we got for the amount of weight of sweet potatoes that we grew. Being that you might have some like this, or you might have some medium-sized ones, and they just kind of fluctuate in different sizes. And what I want from you, my viewers, is to tell me, have you ever grown sweet potatoes in grow bags or kiddie pools or any type of container like that? And what is your outcome on one bag? What is your average weight per bag? I'd like to hear that down in the comments. Or if you have any other tips and tricks that we can make things even get bigger or more plentiful. So let's go ahead and go over to the scale and see what these weigh out. All right, folks, so I've already set the tare on here, and you can see we're at 0.00, 0 pounds, 0 ounces, and so on and so forth. And I'm really curious about this one here. I'm really curious what just this one here weighs. So let's go ahead and start with that monster size sweet potato. And we are at 2 pounds and 10 ounces. That's just crazy. That is a huge sweet potato, folks. All right, let's stick some of these small ones in here and start adding to the weight of this. And it's going to be a little off because some of the roots and whatnot, but I figure we'll just kind of pile them all in here and keep an eye down here on the total weight of these guys, from the small to the large, and just kind of get them all in there and see what our total weight is for this 50-gallon grow bag. And we'll put this last big one, this other last pretty huge one here on top there, kind of give it the whole heave-ho. All right, so let's see what our grand total is. And it looks like we have roughly 8 pounds and under an ounce. So about 8 pounds of sweet potatoes out of that 50-gallon grow bag. Now, this is my first time using the 50-gallon grow bag, so I don't know if that is a good thing or a bad thing with using only 4 slips here in Zone 9B in Florida, but not bad. I mean, not bad. I can only imagine if I was to have 4 or 5, maybe even 6 of those 50-gallon grow bags, and see how many of these, give these things a little bit more room and see how more of these monsters that I can get. All right, so now that we've seen all that, what I'm going to do is, with all this soil here that came out of that 50-gallon grow bag there, I'm going to re-amend this soil, add some nutrients and stuff like that. And then over here, let's cut over here, I'm going to take some of these slips and then replant them inside the grow bag here. So we'll go ahead and throw that there. And by the way, folks, this grow bag is very durable. I've moved this thing around all different types of ways with these things here, pulling this during a hurricane, and there is not a tear on these, not even a stress point. There's nothing. Solid grow bag for this company here. I'll put a link down in the description in case you guys are interested. But we're going to take all these slips here, all these slips. We got some with root systems already built onto them. As you see, those slips kind of go around there, hanging out there by the strawberries, and coming across here. Got the pepper plants over there, they're doing good. And some more plants that survived the storm. And the okra is actually, like I said, we just lost leaves on that guy over there, but didn't do too bad. Pretty good. All right, folks. So that is my experience with the 50-gallon grow bag and going sweet potatoes inside those. I'm really looking forward to hearing from you folks and what your thought process on this whole journey that a lot of you guys took with me step by step. I think there's about 4 or 5 videos that focuses specifically on those. And what I'll do is I will put my gardening, what do they call that, playlist, somewhere up here, wherever it pops up at. I'll put that gardening playlist there. You can see some of my journey where I just didn't have nothing, started with nothing, and goes to show you that if you want to grow your own food, you can. It takes a lot of, you'll make some mistakes and some fumbles, but we have an amazing community here on my channel, and a lot of folks help each other out. So if you ever see someone down there and they put out some good advice, go ahead and tell them thank you as well. And feel free to share information with each other, because that's what this is about. The community building and sharing all this different types of ways to grow different things, and our experiences, our failures, everything that we come across. I think it's something that's information that needs to be shared, especially some of you other Floridians out here, or some people in Texas and other areas that might have similar growing environments as we do. That being said, we will be getting our keys to our new home. For some of you guys, we're really curious about that. Here the next day or so, we're going to be getting that moving process. It's going to take about 5 to 6 weeks to move. Our Lease ends up here on the 15th of November, which gives us about 5 to 6 weeks to move from here to the new home. And in the new home, I'm going to be doing some more grow bags, but I'm also going to be doing some raised beds, building some drip irrigation, some water catchment systems, and a whole bunch of stuff coming down the line. So stay tuned. The channel should get interesting, and I'll take some of you guys when we do a walkthrough of the house to kind of show you some of the things that I plan on doing, from the canning and dehydrating series that I plan on incorporating into the show, some cooking, and that whole process. We'll have lots of content. It should be fun, and thank you all for all your support. Now remember, folks, be safe out there and know that you're not alone. This is GreyMan. I'm out. I'll see you guys in a rebound, and God bless.